I am Ferdinand Marcos, and I am the President of the Republic of the Philippines. I stand today on behalf of 110 million Filipinos.
People and hello universe, it's me again guys. Shoutout sa inyo mga beswang. Today is today. It's it's Teacher Nationals Day. Ayan o, celebration sa Araneta Coliseum, October 3, 2024. Pinangunahan po ng ating mahal na Pangulo at First Lady. And of course, the Secretary ng DepEd. Nako, talaga naman. Alam nyo ba, ang both lolo ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. no, ay mga guro. Lalo na po yung kanyang misis, guro din. At ang dating First Lady na si Imelda Marcos ay guro. No? Diyan po yan sa Araneta. So, tungayan natin ang pagdiriwang ng Teachers Day ng ating mahal na Pangulo. Kasama po ng napakadaming teachers dyan na dumalo. Kasama po guys ang Speaker ng Bayan, si Speaker Martin Romualdez. Okay? So dahil dito mga beswa, panoorin po natin ang shoutout sa mga Marcos loyalists and supporters, and happy Teachers Day. Okay? Teachers is the key. Na para magiging successful ka. Eh siyempre, sila ang nagbibigay ng kaukulang kaalaman. And of course, kay First Lady Lisa Marcos, professor teachers
Ladies and gentlemen,
sa law,
the President of the Republic of the Philippines, His Excellency Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., together with the First Lady Luis Araneta Marcos. At this point, may we call on the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Speaker Ferdinand Martin G. Romualdez, for his message.
Distinguished guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Una sa lahat, isang mainit na pagbati sa lahat ng mga guro na narito ngayon hapon. Palapakan po natin kayo lahat. Sa araw na ito, sama-sama tayong nagpapasalamat ang nagbibigay ng pugay sa inyong dedikasyon at malasakit. Pagsaludo rin po sa inyo sa hindi matatawarang sakripisyo para sa kinabukasan ng ating kabataan, ng ating inang bayan. Sa pumuno ni Pangulong Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr., patuloy nating isinusulong ang pagpahalaga sa edukasyon bilang pundasyon ng isang bagong Pilipinas. Ang mga guro bilang haligi ng ating sistema ng edukasyon ay nagbibigay ng liwanag at gabay sa bawat batang Pilipino upang makamit ang kanilang mga pangarap. Hindi ko makakalimutan ang isa payo ng ibinigay sa akin ng aking guro nung ako'y nag-aaral pa. Nasa kabila ng lahat ng pagsubok, laging may paraan upang makamit ang tagumpay. Ito ang mga aral na patuloy na itinatanim ninyo sa inyong mga estudyante sa araw-araw. Ngayong araw, sa temang ng Together for Teachers, ipinagdiriwang natin ang inyong mahalagang ambag sa nation building. Ang inyong pagtuturo ay hindi lamang tungkol sa mga leksyon na silid-aralan, ito rin ay walang humpay sa pagtutok sa paghubog ng karakter at kaisipan ng ating kabataan. Ang mga magiging leader at bayani ng kinabukasan. Kaya't harap ng lahat ito, nais kong bigyan diin ang aming pangako sa Kongreso na patuloy na susuportahan natin ang mga programa at batas na magpapabuti sa inyong kalagayan bilang mga guro. Kabilang dito, ang mas mataas na sahod, mga benepisyo, hanggang sa mga oportunidad para sa patuloy na pagmunlad at pagsasanay. Nagbubulang kami ni Secretary Angara kanina at kinonsulto ko yung Chairman of Appropriations ng House at sisiguraduhin natin magdadagdag tayo ng mga classroom buildings at mga equipment kagaya ng mga laptop computers. Ang pangako namin ay hindi magtatapos sa salita lamang. Kasama ang buong administrasyon, sa panguna ni Pangulong Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. Sisiguraduhin namin na kayo ay may sapat na suporta at pagkalinga upang magampanan ang inyong tungkulin ng mas mahusay. Sa ating mga guro, kayo ang inspirasyon ng bawat Pilipino. Maraming salamat sa inyong walang sawang paglilingkod. Huwag ninyong kalimutan na sa bawat batang Pilipino, inyong natutulungan, kayong mga guro, ang tunay na bayani ng bayan. Muli, isang maligayang National Teachers Month sa inyong lahat. Mabuhay po kayo at inyong makabayang layunin. Maraming salamat at magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas.
Thank you very much, Speaker Romualdez.
Maraming salamat po, President Bongbong Marcos. At sa wakas, nakita mo ang kalagayan ng mga guro ukol sa aming increase ng sahod namin. At yun ang hinihiling ko na matupad sa bawat sa amin. Maintenance sa aming mga ganitong kalagayan. At saka sa prevention din, magkasakit ang bawat mga guro. Maraming salamat.
Inaasahan ko rin ang darating na medical allowance sa 7,000 pesos sa 2025. Malaking tulong ito para sa pagpapanatili ng aming kalusugan. Dahil dito, lubos ang aking pasasalamat kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos sa patuloy niyang pagsuporta sa aming mga guro. Naway maisakatuparan ang lahat ng plano ng administrasyon para sa edukasyon at magdulot ito ng mas mataas na kalidad ng mga guro na magbubunga ng mas mataas na kalidad na edukasyon para sa mga kabataang Pilipino.
Lubos po ang aming pong pasasalamat, lalo na po kay President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. sa salary increase, sa medical allowance, at sa lahat ng mga benefits na maibibigay po sa mga guro at lahat po ng mga mandato nila ay sobra pong nakakatulong sa bawat isa po sa atin.
Maraming salamat po, President Bongbong Marcos, sa mahalagang reformang ito sa DepEd. Ito po ay malaking tulong upang mabigyan kami ng oportunidad sa aming propesyon.
All these initiatives like salary increase, medical allowance, and career progression are truly a huge relief for me and to all teachers in the Philippines. This reflects a deep respect for the teaching profession, genuine investment in the future of education, and a good reform of the department to improve the quality of education in the Philippines. Shukran at mabuhay ang bawat Pilipinong guro.
Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagtugon sa aming mga pangangailangan. Naway pagpalain ka ng may kapal upang mapatuloy ang iyong mitiin para sa amin at sa ating bansa. Mabuhay po kayo.
So maraming salamat po President Bongbong Marcos dahil sa inyong suporta, mas may lakas, sigla at inspirasyon po kami ipagpatuloy ang aming misyon bilang mga guro ng ating bayan. Ang inyong malasakit ay magbubunga ng mas maliwanag na kinabukasan para sa aming mga estudyante at sa buong bansa.
Maraming salamat po, President Bongbong Marcos, DepEd Secretary Sonny Angara, at sa lahat ng mga opisyal na nasa likod ng hakbang na ito.
Salamat po sa walang humpay na pagsuporta ng Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Maraming salamat, mahal na Pangulo.
Maraming salamat po, President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr.
Guest of honor, who I will introduce later, to our beloved and ever-supportive First Lady, Ma'am Lisa Araneta Marcos. Isa rin po siyang guro ng abogasya sa West Visayas State University. Isa siya sa mga pinaparangalan namin. Happy Teachers Day, ma'am. At sa ating napakagaling na political leader, ang Speaker ng House of Representatives, Speaker Martin Romualdez. Sana daw madagdagan yung budget ng Department of Education, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. Nangako na po si Speaker at ang Chairman ng Appropriations. At andi dito rin po ang ating Chairman ng Basic Education, Congressman Roman Romulo, at ang ating mga kinatawan ng QC, and of course to our host Mayor, Mayor Joy, and the Metro Manila Mayors, to our DepEd Execom, to our RDs, Regional Directors, our host RD, Ma'am Joyce of NCR, good work. Sa lahat po ng teachers from all of our regions. Magandang araw. Happy Teachers Day. Nabati ko na po kayo. Pero kailangan, maraming nagpapasalamat sa akin kanina. Sasabihin ko sa inyo, ito ang taong dapat pasalamatan ninyo mamayang konti. Sa Mr. Chito Sobrepeña of Metrobank Foundation, thank you for this wonderful tradition. And to our partners, sponsors, and all the performers, all of who are doing this for free, Mr. President, and out of love for our teachers and for our educational system. Maraming salamat. Many of them are here. Hindi ko na po isa-isahin, pero alam ko po lahat ng ginagawa ninyo for our educational system. Thank you very much ho. Hindi ko po isa-isahin, pero mula nung inappoint po ako ng ating mahal na Pangulo, meron tayong nakikita at nararamdaman na mga magpagbabago, mga makabagong programa, mga magandang benepisyo. Umikot ako kanina, panayang pasalamat nyo sa akin. Sabi ko, hindi nyo dapat ako pasalamatan. Ang pasasalamatan po ninyo ang mga tao na binati ko po kanina at maririnig po natin. No other than the highest official of the land. Isa po sa unang sinabi niya sa akin, alagaan natin ang ating mga guro, mahalin natin ang ating mga guro. Dahil sila ay nasa puso ng ating sistemang pang-edukasyon. At hindi niyo po alam, ang lolo at lola po ni Mr. President, si Don Mariano Marcos at si Doña Josefa ay mga guro, and no less than our First Lady, Ma'am Lisa Marcos, ay nagtuturo na for how many years, ma'am? 20 plus years sa iba't ibang paaralan. Palakpakan naman po natin yung sakripisyo at contribution sa atin. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please let us all warmly welcome. Dahil dito sa bagong Pilipinas, bida ang ating mga guro, bida ang ating mga educators, no less than the President of the Republic of the Philippines, Mr. President Ferdinand R. Romualdez Marcos. Thank you, Mr. President, for gracing this occasion.
Salamat sa kalihim ng ating DepEd, Secretary Sani. Magsiupo po tayo. Si Secretary Sani, meron na ako idadagdag pa na guro sa pamilya ko, ang aking mother. Nag-start siya mula nung nag-graduate siya ng high school, naging primary school teacher siya bago siya lumipat at nag-aaral ng college. Pagkalabas niya ng college, ganun din. Nagturo uli siya. Kaya talagang, siyempre, para sa amin talagang malalim ang tradisyon ng edukasyon sa pamilya namin. Kaya napakalaking bagay po na ako'y makarating dito ngayong araw. Babatiin ko po ang ating House Speaker Martin Romualdez, lahat ng iba't ibang membro ng House of Representatives na nandito ngayon. Of course, ang ating host, Quezon City Mayor, si Quezon City Mayor Joy Belmonte, the other mayors of NCR who are here today, and of course, another teacher in my family, the First Lady Luis Araneta Marcos, na nagsimula siya magturo dahil dati practicing lawyer siya, pero nagsimula siya magturo nung ako'y naging gobernador sa Ilocos Norte. Nandun siya sa Northwestern College, doon sa Lawag. At mula noon, hindi na niya mabitawan. Pumunta pa sa PLM. Bago ngayon ay pumupunta siyang Iloilo para magturo every week. Sa ating, siyempre, ang ating pinakamahalagang bisita rito, ang ating mga guro. At aking mga kasamahan sa pamahalaan. At ladies and gentlemen, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Bagong lahat, simple lang pagbabati po. To our teachers in public and private schools, Happy Teachers Day. Babatiin ko rin ang First Lady. Dahil nga, bukod sa kanya pagiging abogado at may bahay, isa rin po siyang guro ng kursong abogasya. Kaya naman, kaisa ninyo ang ating First Lady na nagdidiriwang ng okasyong ito. So pag nakikita ko siya, when I see her sitting there checking papers and preparing her lesson plan and preparing for her lectures, it also makes me think about my own time when I was in school. And when we look back on that, We think about the classmates we spent at our breaks with, the courses that we enjoyed and dreaded, and most importantly, the teachers who had recognized our potential before anybody else did. Lahat siguro ng kahit na sino na dumaan sa eskwela, may naaalala, isa, dalawa, tatlo na teacher na hindi nila makalimutan habang buhay. Ako meron akong ganyan. Na na-inspire ka. Na siyempre, iniisip mo sa eskwela, gusto mo maglaro. Pero sasabihin sa'yo, hindi, tignan mo ito, may inspire ka. At pinaganda ang performance mo sa eskwela. Lahat tayo may ganun. From our first steps to the classroom, to our first leap of faith into the world, you teachers did not just impart the wisdom necessary for us to flourish, you have also instilled in us the values that guide us through life's challenges. Without your dedication, we would not have a future worth celebrating. As we mark the culmination of the National Teachers Month, we honor the tremendous efforts that teachers have made over the years. But we cannot ignore the difficult realities that teachers face. The constrained resources and the personal difficulties your students bring into the classroom are just few examples. Just last month, we met two teachers who have gone above and beyond the call of duty to improve the life of their students. Teacher Kyle David Atienza of Marinduque brings learning to life with his rolling blackboard, reaching both in-school and out-of-school learners through the outreach and free literacy sessions. Andyan din, Davao City, Teacher June Elias Patalinhug promotes innovation in the classroom. Through his project Kahig, he not only offers essential remediation, but also provides school supplies and nourishment to the children that are in need. Pag pinag-uusapan natin ang mga sakripisyo ng mga teacher, hindi natin makalimutan, kung maalala ninyo nung pandemya, nung lockdown, naabutan tayo ng graduation na nasa lockdown. At kaya kung lockdown, walang commencement exercise. Ngunit dahan-dahan nababalitaan natin yung mga teacher, dahil naawa naman sila sa kanilang mga graduate, pinupuntahan sa bawat bahay ng bawat graduate. Para naman yung bawat graduate, magpupustura, mag-aayos, may konting stage, may konting handa, may picture, binibigay yung diploma. Saan ka naman nakakita ng ganyan? Teacher lang gumagawa niyan. Ibang tao di ginagawa. Teacher lang gumagawa niyan. Tapos, bukod pa ron, tayo sa probinsya, nung tumagal kami sa probinsya, pagka may okasyon, pagka may piyesta, pagka may malaking birthday, pagka may VIP, may mga big shot na darating, anong gagawin ni Mayor? Tatawag. Si Superintendent, tawag mo. Kailangan, yung mga teacher, maghanda tayo. Gagawa tayo ng dahil may bisita. Nakakikita mo yung mga teacher, yun, nakakanda sugat-sugat na yung mga daliri, kakatamtax dun sa tablecloth para para pagandahin, para naman pagandahin yung kakainan ng VIP, di ba? Tapos dun sa loob ng kusina, makita mo yung mga teacher, nako, tune-tuneladang pansit ang linuluto.
Tama.
Sabi, ba't ang daming pagkain? May bisita, nakakaya, baka maubusan. Wala na sa pag-teacher yun. Kaya I think I'm safe in saying that not only will the schools not work without teachers, the community will not function without you. Yung ganyang klaseng teacher, with everyone who are gathered here today, you are proof that no matter what the challenges our education system faces, we will prevail. Malakas ang loob natin dahil alam natin nandyan ang ating mga teacher. It's because of your passion, your innovation, unwavering dedication that I hold the firm belief that despite odds, we will push forward. In my recent SONA, I emphasize that supporting teachers is one of this administration's key priorities. We are committed to ensuring that you have ample resources to teach, whether by additional materials, reducing non-teaching reducing non-teaching responsibilities. So in line with that commitment, we have implemented several measures that will transform the lives of our 860,000 public school teachers. This year, I signed implementing rules and regulations for Executive Order number 174 to bring more opportunities for your career advancement and professional development. No public school teacher will be retiring as Teacher 1 anymore. We have also streamlined the career path for public school administrators to lay the groundwork for school leaders rising from the ranks of master teachers. With this flexibility to move between classroom teaching and school administration, you can grow professionally, explore new roles, and assume leadership positions. On the other hand, we signed the Kabalikat sa Pagtuturo Act, which allows a tax-free teaching allowance of 5,000 pesos this year for the purchase of supplies and materials for your teaching. This will increase to 10,000 pesos in the next school year.
Wow.
We do not, sa aming pananaw, hindi ang tingin namin dito, hindi ito financial aid. Ito'y nakakasiguro. This makes sure and ensures that you have the tools that are necessary for your effective teaching. I have also signed Executive Order number 64, which provides for an increase in government employee salaries, including that of our teachers, and delivery of medical allowance worth 7,000 pesos.
Narinig niyo yun? Mga dilis na
Furthermore,
mga
the personal accident insurance policy of the GSIS safeguards your security amidst the day-to-day challenges that you face as our professionals. DepEd Order number 005/2024 was likewise issued. One of its provisions is the fair and equitable distribution of teaching load. Public school teachers will be properly compensated once they exceed the prescribed 6 hours of classroom teaching every day. We are instituting these measures to foster a more balanced and conducive work environment for our public school teachers. Allow me to narrate some stories which attest to the transformation that these efforts brought to our educators. Ma'am Zoraida, a teacher from La Union, shared that the increase in salary and medical allowance has given her peace of mind. She and her fellow teachers can now focus on teaching, knowing that the government has recognized their value and their hard work. Teacher Joanna from Negros Occidental shared that our assurance that no teacher will retire as Teacher 1 has boosted her morale in the profession and give her hope for advancement. It is not just a recognition of our teachers' dedication, but also a testament to our shared commitment to empowering our educators. Finally, a teacher from Abra, working in one of our last-mile schools, Ma'am Narian, mentioned that through the school building program, now she has a safe, comfortable space where her students can learn without distractions. So as we lay down the groundwork for a more resilient sector, I enjoined DepEd Secretary Sani Angara, along with our government agencies, to continue improving the quality of education, uphold the rights of our teachers, and adapt to the ever-evolving needs of our economic landscape. To our teachers, keep shaping our students who will not only face the uncertainties of today, but will also embrace the opportunities of tomorrow. Our future rests in your hands. This administration trusts that you will help us build the bagong Pilipinas that we all aspire to achieve. Once again, Happy Teachers Day. Maraming salamat. Mabuhay kayong lahat ng mga guro,
mga ma'am, mga sir, Happy Teacher's Day. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat.
We will now be inviting the teacher representative from Cordillera Administrative Region. Once again, Cordillera Administrative Region. Teacher representative from the Region 1. Teacher representative from Region 2. Teacher representative from Region 3. Teacher representative from Region 4A. Teacher representative from Region 4B. Teacher representative from Region 5.
Ilang region ba tayo, guys? Region 13? Oh, no, Region 13 lang.
Teacher representative from Region 6. Teacher representative from Region 7. Teacher representative from Region 8. Teacher representative from Region 9.
Ay, mga representative nila yan, mga besh. Wow.
Teacher representative from Region 10. Teacher representative from Region 11. Teacher representative from Region 12. Teacher representative from Region 13.
Ay, hanggang 14. Ay, 13 pala.
Teacher representative from the National Capital Region. And finally, our First Lady. First Lady Luis Araneta Marcos is a brilliant lawyer and passionate educator who has taught a wide range of law subjects for over 2 decades. She teaches these subjects in select law schools to help hone the skills of aspiring lawyers, consistent with her advocacy and advert a desire to improve the quality of education in the country.
Masaya yung tao si First Lady Lisa Marcos talaga sa pagkakas.
Once again, thank you, our educators and teachers.
Congratulations po.
Thank you very much and kindly exit to your right. At this juncture, may we request the President to grant us a group photo downstage with all the teachers and DepEd officials. May we also request our dear teachers.
Malaking tulong po yun sa aming mga teachers kasi po, lalong-lalo na sa rural areas tulad namin kasi po mayroong mga extra expenses po kami, especially sa internet. Then, hindi naman po pwede wala kami internet kasi po we are teaching more on digital para ma-uplift yung learning sa bata. Nagpapasalamat talaga kami kay Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, not only sa increase ng salary namin at sa lahat na rin ng kanyang mga benefits na binigay sa amin po.
Siyempre, masayang-masaya doon sa mga benefits na binibigay sa mga teachers, and then very thankful kami sa pamahalaan ngayon kasi binibigyan nila ng tugon yung mga hinaing ng ating mga teachers, lalo na sa mga pagre-retire ng mga teachers natin na tumatanda na nagre-retire ng Teacher 1. So at least ngayon, meron na tayong tinatawag na increment increase para at least kahit papano, tumataas pa rin yung mga antas ng mga salary ng ating mga minamahal na ating mga guro. Sa ating pinakamamahal na Presidente, Bongbong Marcos, ay maraming salamat sa pagpuso mo sa mga hinaing ng ating mga minamahal na guro.
On behalf of the teaching profession, I would like to express my sincerest gratitude to our President, Ferdinand E. Marcos, for enhancing the welfare of our teachers and of course for giving them the support, especially the facilities in the classroom. So with this, thank you, our dear President, for championing the teaching profession and for recognizing the vital role we play in shaping the future of our nation. So once again, thank you so much.
So yun guys, no? See you again on my next upload video. Bye and babush. God bless Philippines. Thank you for watching.